Well, Heidi ho there, Candarinos.
Candarinos.
Just came to me. Just came to me.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. What up, Kevin? How we doing?
Whoa, I didn't think you were going to be here this week, Kevin Joyce. Thank you for
Ooh.
joining the live stream. I thought you had somewhere really super important to be.
You know,
He does. It's
Maybe.
this show.
gardening outside. I don't know. Maybe walking his dog. I don't even know if Kevin has a dog. I don't know. Oh, geez. Kento coming in hot.
Coming out real hot.
Howdy, MFers. Look at you, Kento.
So,
NSCA and
Vegas.
excuse me, Vegas, baby. Why are we not there? I want to be there. That's such a great place to
I
be.
mean, the last time I was there, I was with you.
Was
So-
that the last time I was in Vegas? Was it with you? It must have been.
Yeah.
It's got to be the last time I was in Vegas.
So, welcome to Candid Athletic Training,
That's us.
episode 226. He's Kevin. I'm Chad.
Ooh.
We are here. We have a jam-packed episode today. We have a lot.
Ooh.
It all came together. It always does.
Yes, it does.
We're gonna steal something from Kevin Joyce as our featured topic. We tweaked it a little bit.
Hmm.
He reached out. He said, "I got a discussion that needs to be had." And we agreed. So
Very rarely do we not agree with our good Kevin. Good
Lots.
friend Kevin.
lots and lots of fun today.
Yeah.
You're doing okay?
I'm doing all right.
What's
You
the
know?
latest in Creighton land?
Latest in Creighton land. I got a 1-year-old now.
Officially?
Full on 1-year-old.
Damn. For some reason, I thought it was next week. I thought it was
Friday. Last Friday.
the 7th.
Yep. My little Abraham
For
turned
some reason,
1.
I thought it was the following week.
No.
Damn.
No, isn't
1
it
years
isn't
old.
it like your birthday coming up?
My birthday's on the 14th, so 2
So,
days
like,
from when we're recording.
Is
If you're
it?
listening to this in audio, my birthday already happened. But yeah, Friday is my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
Or what are you, like 52 now?
Yeah.
No.
50,
Or no, I'm sorry. 31?
50. No, 46. I'll be 46.
46.
I took the day off. Work.
prime age. You did.
Yeah, which goes back to our draft last week,
That it does.
which I just put up today. So it's too early to tell who likes which draft.
Would you have taken your birthday off if it was like a Tuesday?
I literally only took my birthday off because my wife asked me to. I was like, okay, fine, sure. I don't care.
Is she got something special planned?
We're going. Honestly, we have a sitter, and we're going to the melting pot.
The melting pot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of the melting pot in a long time.
we go probably once or twice a year.
Nice.
Maybe once a year.
Is the melting pot a chain?
I believe it is.
Okay, so is it a possibility that more of our listeners know what the melting pot is?
Fondue place.
Yeah.
If you're on the
Or
live stream, let
fondue?
us know if you're familiar with the fondue restaurant called the Melting Pot. I think it is a chain. I'm pretty sure it is. But
Interesting.
we've gone probably 4 times, 5 times.
Our boys on the chat here are asking what casino gambling game can be the best AT.
We should do that.
Haven't after we went to Vegas in 2019, did we do something like that?
We did. It was
FMK or what did
our
we do?
fat was a flight attendant versus
That's true.
a dealer.
A dealer.
That's
We
what it
didn't
was.
do anything about we didn't.
Which table game? Which we should. Let's put it.
Blackjack.
Do you have the share drive?
I do.
Why don't you put that
On
on there so we
these
don't forget?
Fancy dancy electronic devices that we all carry around. Boom, boom, boom.
We have a running
boom.
dock that we
do.
never update enough, and we.
No, we don't.
What's your?
We always
what's your
we
game
look
of
back
choice?
at it and we're like, blackjack.
Your
Very close,
blackjack.
very close second. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. Roulette. I like roulette.
Let it ride, huh?
Yeah, I like roulette. I feel like roulette is like you can last a long time at a roulette table.
Oh, at Ruth. Okay.
Oh.
Good
Oh.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's if it's
Back
the
and forth.
FMK,
Yeah.
we can FMK some gambling games. Why can't I find?
Do you want me? You want me to
No,
pull
I
it
got
up?
I got
Okay.
it. I just am an idiot.
So we shall debate which Vegas.
Look at the list of this
Game.
stuff that we never done.
Your career is the most like a slot machine, though.
Oh God.
The athletic training career is just slowly dwindling. Every 100 pulls, you're down 3%. It's like a cell phone battery they won't fully recharge.
Is that real? Is that like a real statistic? Every 100 pulls,
think
you're
it's-
guaranteed to be down 3%.
I think it's 3 or 4.
That is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You would know something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's called the house advantage. It's designed so that the longer you stay, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Honestly, statistically, if you really probably want to make, okay, well, they say that statistically the best bet in the casino is at the craps table,
Right.
the odds on a craps bet.
Right.
But I think in terms of if you really think you're going to make money,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only one thing to do.
Okay.
It's going to the roulette table
Sure.
and putting all your money down on one bet, red or black, and just try and double it. You have a 50-50 chance.
It
or
is
slightly less than that because of the 0-0-0.
right.
However, the longer you stay, all the games are designed so that
Right.
you will lose more money.
Right.
So if you're trying to maximize your return, I would assume just going. And if you know you can lose $1,000 and you're trying to make 1,000, just try and put $1,000 down and see if you.
And if you win the 1,000 and
Go.
then you
go home.
play with that 1,000 over the next
No.
5 hours, then you at least had some fun.
There's a 0-0
Triple
now on
zero
the
now.
roulette.
I
Oh, Jesus.
avoid that one. Holy cow. No, thank you. I love when everybody boos the person that puts money
If
on
you
the
have
zeros.
if you have problems gambling, please get help. I think that you're
Yeah.
supposed to say that when you do a podcast or
There's-
when you
there's a
start talking
number.
about gambling. There's numbers.
There's a number you can call.
We're just saying. I mean, when was the last time you went gambling?
That would have been probably the last time I was gambling truly in a casino. I'm gonna say before I had a kid. That's for sure.
Before COVID? After COVID? During
After
COVID?
COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's before COVID.
I went to a casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, good for you.
Went to a wedding in Tulsa, and we stayed at the hotel of choice to stay at was
Sure.
a casino hotel. And so
Casino Royale.
me and my buddies that were there were definitely gambling for a little bit. My wife also gambles a little bit. She doesn't mind it. So she likes it. Yeah, that's probably the last time. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I can answer from here.
Ooh, answer your phone call from your laptop. There you go.
Apparently.
Anyway, should we thank some folks?
Yeah,
for
we've got
being
we've
so
got a
kind
couple,
to
yeah.
this podcast.
The official sponsor of Candid Athletic Training is Healthy Roster. Check them out, www.healthyroster.com. They just came out with version 2.0 with some pretty sweet updates. Again, we're getting dangerously close. We've passed the halfway. 4th of July is the halfway of the summer, I always felt like.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you're in the back half of your summer, and if you're still looking at what do we do for next year to make our athletic training room or our athletic training processes better, this is the number one place you need to look. Just make that crappy. The worst part of the job, we've always talked about the worst part of the job is documenting. Well, make it a little less crappy by checking out Healthy Roster, and they're designed to save you time and energy. So, also thank you to Smart Tools. 10% off anything at Smart Tools using the code CANDID10. I did send an email to Ed now that they have their version 4 out, telling him he basically anytime he wants to come on and show us the new tools that he can. So hopefully we'll have Ed on soon. You have them. You've used them.
I have.
Pretty legit.
Oh, they're legit. Great device. Great devices.
That's pretty cool. I would like to get some.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Oh, before I forget, I got to ask a favor for you later. So
You got it. Hopefully we both don't forget.
Yeah, I'll forget. It's no big deal. Lastly, Athletic Trainer Insurance Plus. If you are a member of the Candid Athletic Training podcast, they are giving you exclusive discounts on professional liability insurance. So make sure you become a member of our show and then check them out. You will get the lowest price on that. I think it's super important to protect yourself. No, that's why we do an FMK.
Ooh,
So-
always protect yourself.
Always.
And you know what? You might as well double up.
Yeah. So thank you to our folks. Kyle just jumped on. Hi, Kyle. How you doing?
What up, Kyle?
I wish Healthy Roster had something similar to Epic for hospitals. Epic can be a pain in the ass at times. Yes. It is the bane of my existence now. Talk to Dan.
Yeah.
Just talk to Dan and
Maybe-
the folks at Healthy Roster. Maybe they have something
Maybe
for
one
you.
day they want to expand out into that.
So,
They're all about the athletic trainers, though, at this point. Unfortunately, hospital systems don't center around athletic trainers. What if they did? How would that work? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Athletic trainer hospital. I really do. I mean, I've said this before on the podcast. I've tried to kind of morph my clinic and then the space that we're sitting in right now, my lab, my SE lab, into an athletic training room for all folks. You know, if you got
Look at all the stuff you got here.
all this stuff.
We got to take it. What we need to do is figure out how we can do a mobile camera on this so we can walk around and
Yeah,
do stuff.
might just
Show
be
around.
Yeah, we'd have to like kind of do some videos off of the phone, hook up some wireless mics, which we have.
50 million on
Go for
Epic.
Jesus, 50 million. How do you even know that? That's crazy.
Good for him. All right. Before we get into the shenanigans,
What do we got?
so I saw this on Barstool. I wanted to share. I don't know if I don't think I shared it, but I did ask the AT Ice Cream Club if we should be doing this. I'm gonna just show you the phone.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it.
Yeah.
Ranking. Let's see. Can we share my phone?
You can try again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Nope. That's your camera.
Oh well, hold on.
Look at that.
That's interesting. That's not it at all.
That is not even close to it. Look at your face.
How do we do this? Source?
No. Input.
Camera. iPhone camera. That's not it at all.
Nope, that's not it at all.
How stupid.
You've done this a couple times. I feel like it's
Anyways,
some kind of
we're not
picture
gonna
in picture.
share. So basically,
idea.
everyone's had the ice cream truck come by them.
Yeah?
What's your order? What's your order at the ice cream truck?
Ooh.
And I didn't look at this close enough, but you want me to run through? I mean, there's a lot on here.
I'm sure. Just show me the picture again. I'll tell you.
Oh god dang. I mean, it changes now for me that I got to be gluten free.
Well, sure. Anytime.
And we had a couple comments though.
Anytime I can get the chocolate chip cookie sandwich, ice cream sandwich, that is a really hard one for me to pass up.
An ice cream sandwich?
Any kind of, especially when it's involving cookies. Like, that is just unbelievable to me. I love it. But if I couldn't pick that, I'm probably going.
So that's your number one.
That's my number one.
Okay, Tyler
That's my
Blackburn
number
said the same thing. The cookie sandwich.
It's 100% cookie sandwich.
Yeah,
I can't even
the
go with another one.
Chipwich.
You know, I'm not going with some messed up Snoopy face.
Somebody said something about the wrestling bars.
Wrestling
And
bars.
They're not on there, but
Yeah.
that sometimes they would have that, or the Tweety Bird with the gumball eye.
Okay. All right.
Those are some of the comments we got when I posted,
Nice.
retweeted that.
You know,
How do you feel about a good old
Sometimes
fashioned drumstick?
not really a fan.
Not great,
No,
huh?
but a good old fashioned snow cone. I'm
A snow cone.
kind of down. I kind of like it. Sugar and ice.
Low key, I kind of
Loki.
like just the old Crunch bar.
Sure.
They don't. I mean, Snickers ice cream bar are my jam, but
Yeah, they are.
they're not usually sold here. Oh, a drumstick. Oh, a snow cone. You said. Oh, king cone. A sundae cone. I would go down on a sundae cone.
Oh, nice. What is a sundae cone?
It's a drumstick with like a crunchy topping.
Okay. All right.
This one here. Sundae cone.
All right. The other
But The Chipwich is. Oh, bless you.
That's me.
The Chipwich is always a good one.
It's really hard for me to pass up on just a traditional ice cream sandwich too.
Yeah. How about? Are you a fan of the Bomb Pop?
Mm.
Red, white, and blue.
You know,
The Bomb
when I
Pop,
was a
Mega
kid-
Missile, whatever you call it.
when I was a kid, but I think my tastes have changed.
Sure.
You know, I don't know if I want a blue tongue. I'm not sure, but it is pretty good. When was the last time you had a popsicle?
A straight up popsicle.
Straight up popsicle.
Last week we
Really?
have him. Bennett's kind of going through the icy phase, right?
Sure.
He's
Okay.
all about that. He's in
That
that.
makes sense.
He's in that phase, so we have him quite a bit now.
I haven't had a popsicle in a minute.
Yeah, we've
Kinda
got
wild.
we do the ices, and we actually have a couple popsicles too
Okay.
around the house. So
Seriously, I've not had a popsicle in a long time. That's crazy. Never even thought about that. Yeah. What else you got?
that was it. It was just fun. I mean, just a little fun, wet your whistle type. Let's
Wet
get the
your
juices flowing
whistle.
here. So, let's do
Ooh.
our shenanigans.
Oogie.
Yeah, we got a full show tonight.
Except all the cookies.
Let's see. Do you
Always.
have somewhere you want to start? this week?
Actually, I forgot. Little wet your whistle. So, as most people know from the podcast, I don't really do Twitter. I basically pay attention to our Twitter page, so I'm kind of following along with what Chad's putting up there on the Twitterverse. I opened Twitter today to just kind of see what we've posted, what's going on in the AT Twitter world, and I get a pop-up, and as I open it, and it literally says, my account has been suspended.
Oh Jesus!
And literally suspended. Your account is currently suspended. For more information, please log into Twitter. Like, what does that mean? And how can my account be suspended?
Yeah,
Just
that
from
can't
lack
be,
of
that can't
activity?
be a real thing.
No, I don't think. But it was literally from the Twitter app, and so I'm very curious what that meant. I would love to be suspended from Twitter for doing nothing.
Getting kicked out.
Just get kicked out for doing nothing. Like, you don't belong here. You don't do enough angry tweets with stupid comments about
I
stuff.
try and keep it real
So stupid.
PG.
PG.
Where
Where do you want to start the show?
Let's start with our top 5.
You got it.
Kevin,
Yes.
what?
Give it to me.
We asked 107 athletic trainers. What's the minimum temperature that you would feel comfortable working outside in? Like, you're not going outside if it's below X.
Okay. I thought long and hard on this one.
How hard?
Ooh, just incredibly hard. Like, just stiff as a board hard. I'm gonna go with
Take your time.
Okay. 40 degrees. Maybe 54 degrees. How about everybody's favorite nice, comfortable temperature of 72 degrees?
There are some. We'll get into that.
32 degrees for all of us, cold weather acclimated folks. And then, you know what? Randomly, Roger Maris, 61 degrees.
Roger Maris. How hard do you think being an athletic trainer around that guy would have had to be?
Probably pretty difficult.
Yeah, he really didn't help the cause.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said 40, 32.
54,
54.
72, and 61.
Okay.
You all thought I was going to go with 69. Kevin, you thought I was going to do it. I didn't. I didn't do it this time. What do we got? What are our top 5?
All right. In 5th place,
Yep.
7 athletic trainers said they're not going out if it's below 30. 30 is the
Okay.
minimum temp. So you were right there.
Flurries in the air and everything.
So technically that's freezing.
That is.
Technically. 30.
30.
I will say we had only one person who said exactly 32.
Okay. Wow. That's actually surprising.
Yeah, I agree. 4th place, 8 athletic trainers said 45 degrees.
Okay.
Third place, 9 athletic trainers said they're not going outside if it's under 60. So Roger Maris was close.
Yep.
You having fun over there?
Yeah.
13, second place, 13 athletic trainers said 40, and you said that one.
Yeah.
40 40 degrees. And then in first place, 20 athletic trainers, so 1 out of every 5 basically said 50 degrees is the cutoff number.
All right.
So we have 50, 40, 60, 45, 30.
I'm actually surprised there wasn't a higher temperature out there.
So we had one person, we had 2 people
Say 1 million.
who said they're not going outside if it's under 90.
Oh.
I think they may have read the question the other way.
Yeah, I'm not going outside unless it's I'm not going outside.
That'll be next
if
week's.
it's 90.
That's next week's question. Is
Okay.
what's the maximum temperature you feel good about going outside? So maybe they were saying 90. What else do we have for high temperature? We had 3 that said 70, 65, 68. 3 said 68. 1 72. 2 said 75. Damn, could you imagine? I spent my entire career working below 50.
Oh yeah, you definitely did.
Fall or spring baseball in the north.
Mm-hmm.
The last week of the season was the only season, the only home games where you're like, oh wow, this is really nice.
You're like, oh, it's nice out. Season's over.
This is what it's supposed to be like. The rest of it was just you're hoping it's 34, or actually you're hoping it's below because technically they can't play the games.
Huh.
So it's mid 30s and 40s,
and
that's
nothing like baseball in Wisconsin. Well, it's 37 degrees outside.
Miserable.
Good old take one off the handle. Oof.
Yeah.
Feels great.
It's not fun for the AT having to sit there the whole time and you're just hoping to stay warm and then you got to run out and take care of something. Or you're like, oh, now I got to pull out the tape and do something.
Now I got to use my fingers.
However, covering other outdoor sports, maybe it's not as bad. I thought I guess baseball, they got heaters in the dugouts usually. Yeah. Sometimes.
We had like one of those in Biloxi when it was hot. We had like a misting cooling fan.
Would you post up by it?
Sometimes if I had to, like just go catch some relief,
I tried not to post up by the heater.
Yeah.
However,
same.
Maybe the last year of my career, I was like, I don't know. I'm going to just do it.
I would just sneak some, some heat time. And because every once in a while we were somewhere up here in the north playing the Cubs or playing, I don't know, the Twins, and it'd be nice and cold in an outdoor stadium. And you would need some loving every once in a while. I also had the luxury of I could walk right into a clubhouse if I could, like just for a second, and just kind of warm it up.
Yeah. So covering soccer, covering football. What else is outside? Lacrosse.
Pretty much almost everything. That's baseball, lacrosse.
End of the season.
Field hockey.
End of the season soccer wasn't usually that bad. More wet than cold.
Yeah.
Football. I guess football goes into like the snow season.
100% it does.
So I guess some athletic trainers are dealing with that.
Absolutely, they are. But isn't it weird how that is one of the few sports that like embraces when it starts getting to that like level? Yeah,
it proves how good you are.
I think your SEC teams, they're not really dealing with, at least most of the time, like 30 degrees or colder.
Yeah.
But at the same time, at least here in the north, this is real football weather, when it's cold or it's snowing or, like the elements are actually are bad, or like people, football weather. It's kind of interesting.
It's going to be interesting because this is the week that we can show off our knowledge on weather or what it's like. Yeah. Next week, we're going to be talking the opposite, and it's going to be like, a little bit. I'm going to be out of my element because I never had to work in sweltering heat. So I'm going to
it's a different
take
beast.
a guess. So let me ask this. This is what we do at Candid Athletic Training. I think the moral of the story here, how big when you were going through school
Mm-hmm.
and deciding, do I want to do baseball? Do I want to do another sport? Where do I want to end up?
How much of
Was
weather?
yeah,
Like,
was weather a factor?
I think so. Like, ideal situation. I mean, I don't think it would have ever, like, stopped me from taking a job if I was looking somewhere else other than the great city and state of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I think it definitely plays a factor in,
I think it has to.
do you want to be occasionally miserable?
Or you pick a better sport.
Yeah.
One that you don't have
Indoor.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just pick a sport that you know the weather, the ambient temperature is going to be.
You know what? I think it might even be a bigger factor. Like, now, granted, this takes out the idea of being an indoor AT or an outdoor AT, but like, people used to always ask me, like, why don't you like do professional basketball instead of professional baseball? And then you have the summer off a little bit. I mean, summer league and stuff like that. But, and it always did kind of like, I do work 90% of the days where it's actually beautiful in my hometown. And I never get to enjoy it other than sitting in a dugout when it is beautiful. It is kind of like, do you maximize your off time or your slower time of year, or do you maximize your comfort level while working?
Correct. That's a great dilemma. And I chose to maximize my off days. Working college season get done end of May, all of a sudden, boom, couple months off.
Yeah.
I didn't have to work the 2 best months of the year here.
You really, I mean, college baseball here, it's tough. I mean, you got to travel a lot early in your season, like constantly traveling.
7 weeks in a row on the road.
Yeah.
40 straight days of travel.
Yep. But you did get pretty much every June and July off. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, that was exactly the,
because it is really nice here in June and July. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Today it's nice and wet.
Super wet.
That's good though. We need the rain.
Okay. Kevin, let's do our FMK here.
Let's do it.
Because we're talking about temperatures, so we're gonna roll right into this. F, marry, kill. If you're on the live stream, please let us know what you do. We're thinking about your athletic training room, and the factors that would make it ideal.
Yeah.
Let's just throw out these 3 scenarios, and you have to F1, marry 1, kill 1, or marry 1, kill 1, F1, depending on what you want to do. Your athletic training room is always going to be clean. You don't have to do anything. It stays clean.
Spotless. Oh, that's so nice.
So like the magic cleaning fairy just comes through after you get done doing something, and as soon as you're done with it, it just cleans itself back up.
It's like you're 14 again and your mom is just still there.
So you have a clean athletic training room all the time.
Yep.
Number 2, you're fully stocked at all time.
Ooh.
You use something, it automatically restocks itself.
Unlimited budget, maybe.
Yeah. Number 3, temperature controlled. It's always spot on, perfect, no issues.
No pits.
Whatever your perfect temperature is, if it's 68, if it's 71, whatever your preferred temperature is, if you're listening to this in audio form, whatever you prefer, that's the temperature. So those 3 factors, you're going to get 2 out of 3. You have to kill 1.
Okay.
But there's one that you really, really, really have to have. That's the one you're marrying. You got an idea here where you're going?
It's tough. I'm debating on whether or not to approach this from the angle of, okay.
That's why we do it. This is why it's Candid Athletic Training, because we don't ask softball questions. We ask the hard hitting questions like
if you could have the perfect temperature in your athletic training room, would you F it or would you marry that perfect temperature? There's part of me that says I want to marry. I want to marry the clean.
So then you don't have to do it. You don't
Yeah.
you don't even have to. It's not even a thought in your background.
So that's what I'm debating about is if I marry my athletic training room constantly being clean because I hate cleaning, Does that mean I'm like? Is that saying I hate not being married? I guess. I have to. I'm gonna marry the clean. I'm gonna marry that I never have to clean my athletic training room, and this is why. I have learned by owning my clinic and this lab space, really keeping something clean takes daily maintenance, followed by deep cleans, like weekly, maybe bi-weekly. And by deep clean, I mean you're moving cabinets. You are like getting into the nooks and crannies. You're moving all the tape off the counter so that you can wipe down the counter just to get any kind of excess, you know, tough skin spray off the counter that might be sitting there underneath the tape. You are like absolutely getting underneath the tables and wiping things down. Like it's not just spraying the tables and making sure the floor is clean. Like it's all of the nooks and crannies. If I never had to do that, therefore marrying everything is spotless all the time, that would be wonderful. And anybody that knows me, has been around me, I'm not a dirty person, but I'm definitely not. I'm a little messy, and I am 100% the person that waits till, all right, I need to spend an entire day cleaning this. And then now all of a sudden I'm freaking cleaning for an entire day. So that means I'm going to marry it. I'm going to F. I want to F the supplies. But at the same time, I could F it because there's something very satisfying to me about when everything gets like restocked and it's just like, like it's in order, right? And I'm not very OCD, but when that tape counter is just like perfectly laid out because you just restocked it,
It's porn.
Yeah, there is some porn. That's AT porn. So I'm gonna F that. Oh God, that means I'm killing the temperature. What if it's constantly 85 degrees in my athletic training room? That would be a bummer. Or 60, and you're just always cold. Ooh, I'm still gonna go with it though. I'm gonna kill the perfect temp. I'll take like 5 degrees off my perfect temp, up or down, and I'll figure it out.
I'm going to give my answer, then we can read some of the comments here.
You got it.
I looked at it a little bit differently, and that's what's fun about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry the temperature.
Ooh.
I want...
Like a warm apple pie?
You're...
That would probably be effing.
Yeah.
I just watched
American Pie.
I just watched
Did you watch it?
I watched like half of it. It was just...
Was it still as good as you... Was it... Like, does it hold up over time, or is it you're like, man, I can't believe people really like this?
No,
like,
I think it holds up.
It
holds up. Yeah, yeah.
I think it would.
Yeah.
Like, I'll still, like, randomly go just say, hey, go Trig Boy. Go Trig Boy.
I'm not going to lie. It's been, I'm saying
20 years?
I bet it's been at least 10 years since I even remotely saw a scene from that movie. And so it was kind of a nice little blast from the past for like, I don't know, half an hour. And then I think I probably had to leave or something.
And the main character.
Yeah.
What was the actor's name?
Why do I want to say, yeah.
Jason. Something.
Yeah.
But then the guy that really did the best for himself was Stifler.
As far as the actors?
Actor. What's his name? Who is...
Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, he was in Dude, Where's My Car?
Dude, Where's My Car? Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep.
And then he was in... what was the movie with... Gingerly Touch Our Tips? Role Models. Like he did...
Yes.
I think he did pretty well for himself. Okay.
Oh, clicked the wrong one.
So, I'm going to go back to my answer here.
Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott.
Jason Biggs.
Jason Biggs. All right. Anybody else really do anything after that?
Tara Reid.
That was that was her peak, and then she
But,
was
like,
downhill after that.
yeah.
Like that was her apex mountain. If you listen to the Bill Simmons rewatchable podcast, Stifler's mom did okay. She's having a rejuvenation.
Yeah,
Although
Stifler's mom, yeah.
yeah,
She was in,
White
like,
Lotus.
oh, no, I wonder
She
that
was in
before.
the
Yeah.
both seasons of White Lotus. So
I mean, Allison Hannigan.
oh
with
yeah, there you go.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, she did well.
Shannon Elizabeth was like
Wow.
Nadia. I mean, she was the it girl during that time.
For just a
and then she
split
didn't
second.
really like
No.
nothing else really happened.
Go Trick Boy. Okay, so I still think if I'm going to be in my athletic training room, I don't necessarily care what I'm doing. I just want to be comfortable.
Okay.
So give me the temperature.
All right.
Because if I think it works like this. I'm going to have to stock and clean because I'm marrying the perfect temperature. At least I know I'm going to be comfortable. Or you get back in from outside or wherever.
All right.
There's nothing worse than getting hot and sticky out at practice and you come into the athletic training room and there's just no relief. You want there to be some relief. I guess that would have been a good F, but like walking into your athletic training room and it's nice, perfect temperature.
When do you think they will like invent? Okay, so everybody's got like thermostats, right, in their homes and in their works.
Yeah.
Like, when do you think they're gonna invent like a sensor as you walk into the room that will like automatically cool or heat you up to your perfect, like, what do I need right now in order to feel comfortable?
And it like kind of
they have it
tracks
with
you.
a bed.
Yeah.
Like the mattresses now like sense like how hot or cold you are and then kind of like readjust. That'd be interesting.
Like his and hers, they just
It's
like
I'm really interested in that, by the way. Oh,
the bed.
I need one of those. One of those mattresses that like she can have it hot and I can have it cold. We're direct opposites in how we like to sleep.
Yeah.
Either way,
I'm kind of the same way.
keep going.
I'm gonna kill stocking. I don't mind if I have to do it. It's kind of a nice reminder of what I have, what I'm using. So if I have to stock, it's okay. It's okay.
It's just okay to F every once in a while or kill it.
No, I'm killing it.
Oh,
So I
killing it.
have to do the stocking myself because I have to do the ordering probably.
Yeah.
So how do you order if you don't ever? Well, I guess it always just magically appears.
It does.
So good for you.
I liked ordering.
Does that mean your budget gets out of hand and you don't really know what you're spending and you could get in trouble? Maybe. I don't know. Interesting.
Who has budgets?
Budgets. And then so I'm gonna F the cleaning. There's times that I'll just F the cleaning because I'll have to do it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I'm comfortable with the temperature, it'll be fine. So
there you go.
Are you still looking at Stifler's mom over there?
Finding more pictures of Stifler's mom.
Okay. So a couple of the live streamer comments here. Kento said he wants to marry cleaning.
Oh,
he wants to F the restock. He wants to kill the temperature. Tyler said marry the restocking, F the cleaning, kill the temperature. So they both said kill temp. I think that's what you said. Tyler said my ATR is freezing, so I'm used to not having a perfect temperature. But that's why you should want it to be perfect. Kyle said marry the perfect temp, so he agrees with me on that. But he's effing the fully stocked and then killing the cleaning. Riley says marry the perfect temperature. My office is always hot, miserable in summer months. F the cleaning. Every day cleaning isn't too bad. Kill the auto restocking. I don't mind restocking, can be therapeutic. So Riley and I are exactly on the same track. So good on you.
Riley, is this your first time on the podcast?
No.
No?
She's been on for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez. That's how much my brain works right now.
Yeah.
Christ.
He or she, sorry, I guess I don't know. Riley could be.
Riley, where are you from?
Yeah,
Who
Riley.
are you?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Jesus. Maybe I remember you. Christ's sake.
All right, we're gonna go on.
Okay.
Messed up temp in the ATR can be athlete repellent. They are not going to hang out for no reason. So that's why it's super
Mm.
important to have it on point so you can take care of your kids.
All right. Is it too hot or too cold that you need to have it?
Oh, you want it? You want to get them out of there?
Yeah, if you get them out of there, like, you know.
I think if it's too hot, they're more like, oh, I don't know. That's a great question.
Hmm.
That says maybe I'll put that up. ATR temp, ATR temp, athlete leave, hot
Mm.
or cold.
A,
Okay,
a cold athletic. Oh my god, my athletic training room was so cold in Biloxi, like, because when you're outside it was 98 degrees and 90% humidity. So walking into a room that was like 68 was like
I'm guessing. Yeah.
it was so nice.
Northeast Indiana.
Mm.
East, the Northeast.
I was in that Indiana state for a while, whole weekend. Hey, what's next?
We're gonna do our fat,
Okie.
and we're gonna actually do a show that we've both seen. It's been a while since we've done a show we've both have seen. You haven't seen all of it. You've seen at least half of it. It's out right now. The most current season. They're halfway through the current season. We're gonna do Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan.
The mother
on,
effing Ryan.
Amazon Prime here. This is one of those books turned into a video game turned into a TV show. Am I correct on that? It was a book first and then a video game and now it's a TV show.
Really? Video game?
Jack Ryan? Isn't all the Tom Clancy stuff all video games? Tom Clancy Splinter Cell, Tom Clancy.
I guess, yeah.
Tom Clancy video games. So let me look that up.
Interesting. You're right. There are Tom Clancy video games. Is Jack Ryan like the character in those Tom Clancy video games?
Okay, here, let's see. Is Jack Ryan a
Video game? It was a book,
video?
right? And then actually, there's a new series out.
Okay.
Or series of movies that are coming out.
Jack Ryan is, in 1990, Clancy's Jack Ryan character made it to the big screen in The Hunt for Red October.
Correct.
Oh.
And then Patriot Games. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, those are the movies?
Yep.
Those are the books.
Books and movies.
Film, TV, video games. Tom Clancy has also made a move into the video games with The Hunt for Red October, released in 1987, a game I remember playing. Oh, I guess I don't know if...
Clear and Present Danger. Yeah. Yeah, that too. Or is Patriot Games?
I don't know.
Clear. Look that up, Nate. You tell us. Is it Clear? It's Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
There's also Tom Clancy. I think he passed away.
I don't know if it was a video game or not.
Okay. All right.
But all the rest of Tom Clancy stuff is, so I just assumed it was. I don't know.
I don't think that was. If they were, they weren't. I don't know if they were integrated into Jack Ryan, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if all Tom Clancy books had Jack Ryan in them.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But
there is like a series of Jack Ryan.
Clear and Present Danger. CIA analyst Jack Ryan is drawn into an illegal war fought by the U.S. government against the Colombian drug cartel. Yeah. CIA analyst Jack Ryan.
Old copy and paste, he says. What the hell was I going to say? Oh, there's a guy, and I can't remember his name right now, but he kind of is taken over the mantle of the Tom Clancy novel like world, and he wrote the book The Gray Man, and now there's a movie Gray Man on Netflix, I think. Pretty darn good.
You watched it already?
Yeah. I listened to the book then I watched the movie. It was the first time I've ever listened to a book or read a book and then watched the movie. And it was good. It's Ryan Gosling as kind of that like operative. I mean, if you like Mission Impossible, if you like all these things, I mean,
we got an answer.
What do you got?
Kyle says Jack Ryan was in the Rainbow Six video game.
Rainbow Six, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Nice,
So
Kyle.
I'm not losing my marbles here.
You're not. Never played a single one of them.
Oh, I have. I sucked it. I suck at first-person shooters. I'm like the worst first-person shooter. I would love to be good at it.
Yeah?
Like, get me on any of them.
Sure.
I'm an easy out.
Oh, well,
Maybe
sure.
I'll need to start practicing. We make this
There you
thing
go.
work. We can play more video games. Let's go back to that.
Yeah, we'll like set up a studio somewhere and
Just play video games.
Half the time we're playing.
We'll play Twitch. Maybe we'll get on Twitch then.
We'll be Twitch stars. Some people are making some crazy money doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually ran into a guy at NATA that his company was like a PT company that like was trying to specialize in esports.
Okay, well, hold that. Hold that for our featured topic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good call.
GoldenEye on N64. Yeah, I agree. That was the one we played when I was in college, and I was.
GoldenEye is like, it's the GOAT. Like, okay, GoldenEye or what the hell is the biggest game in the entire first-person shooter world?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Like, GoldenEye is freaking Michael Jordan, and like Call of Duty is LeBron, right? Like, which one's the GOAT?
Yeah.
Right.
Which one's Kareem? Magic. Just kidding. Okay, so
Larry.
they're in season 4 of Jack Ryan right now. They're in the middle of season 4. There'll be no spoilers. You've seen season 1 and 2. You have not seen season 3. I am up to date. We're gonna take the 3 main characters from the show, the ones that have been in at least. I think they're the only 3 characters that have been in at least 3 seasons.
Okay.
Although I don't know if Miller has been in 3 seasons, so I might be off on this.
I think Jack's been in most of them.
Jack Ryan has been in all 4 seasons.
Okay. All right.
James Greer has been in all 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike November has been in seasons 2, 3, and 4. There's also, I don't know if she's like a kind of like a operative. Maybe, what's her name? Damn it, Wright.
Maybe
it's Wright. She might be in multiple seasons.
Mrs. Wright.
No, she took over for Miller after he got canned in season 3, but she might have only been in seasons 3 and 4. I don't remember. Anyway, so we're gonna just do those three characters.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts?
You know, it's hard to go against Jack. It's really hard to go against Jack. The fact, all right, so he's an analyst. So he can look at the numbers.
Research.
He can
I didn't even think about
analyze that research, and then he gets thrown into the field because he's the one that analyzed something the right way. And so therefore he gets thrown into the fire to take all of this knowledge, and now he's got to apply it to a real life physical situation that has a crap ton of mental games that gets played on him every single time he's out there, because he's like, what the hell? I usually sit behind a desk, and now you're asking me to carry a gun.
Yeah,
go
but
onto the field, this and that.
But he started in the field.
Yeah,
he's actually the athletic trainer that was in the field, then went to teaching,
that's true.
And then ended up choosing to go back into some traditional coverage. Pretty strong though.
What would you be like right now if you went back to traditional setting?
Way better.
Yeah.
I think I would be better.
I kind of always
a little perspective, a little like.
I always wonder about that. Would you get the same like when you were younger as an athletic trainer of like, oh, like what do I do if this happens?
No.
No.
I think once you've been doing it's like riding a bike. I haven't ridden a bike in a year, but I could get on and do it again.
Yeah.
I haven't taped an ankle.
How long does it take?
In 2 years, but I could tape an ankle right now.
Yeah.
Would my first ankle tape be as good as my last one?
Hell yeah.
No.
Oh.
But it wouldn't take me more than a week.
How long does it take to unlearn how to ride a bike?
That's a great question. I actually think you never do. Maybe
I wonder, like, if there's
unless there's
anybody
some
out
sort
there
of
that hasn't ridden a bike for like
some
15
sort of
years,
mental
go get on one. And tell us if you
alteration.
fall off.
So like my mom just had some health issues.
Yeah, that's different.
I
though.
don't know if she could do it.
Yeah,
She had a
that's different.
stroke. I don't know if mentally there was some alteration.
No, I'm just saying you
Yeah.
haven't done it, like, because
Yeah.
the saying, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Like, what is seriously? There's got to be a research article out there of how long it takes to unlearn a bike.
I've seen a video where they actually switch the steering, like they reverse the
On a bike?
So yeah, I've seen a video where people who have learned how to ride a bike, what they did is they switched the gears or something. So the handlebars. So in a normal bike, when you turn right, you turn it to the right. That's the way you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on this bike, when you turn the handlebars to the right, the bike went left.
Like it's a boat or something?
And people like could not like, and basically the whole point of the story is younger kids who have more spasticity in their brain could learn it faster, but
right. Of course.
the older people who like have been so ingrained in doing it a certain way, they could not learn to ride this bike.
Right. Makes sense.
Okay, there.
Crazy.
Nate just asked if I've seen it. There. Yep. So I think Jack Ryan would be good. Here's the only issue I have with Jack Ryan. He is so based on instinct. Like all of his decisions are just on gut, instinct, feel. Now he hasn't been wrong yet, to my knowledge. Maybe he has been and he's gotten away with it. But it's kind of a shoot first and think later. It's a
I just went with
do
it.
this. Yeah, I just did it, and I'm not. I don't know. Maybe that's what we need as the profession.
I felt like they had a quadriceps tear, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they had, a freaking, I don't know, ACL tear.
Yeah, could be. I mean, you're risking it.
Risk reward.
And if you're wrong, you're gonna have to deal with the fallout. Sorry, I just burped into the mic. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
And then, but that's the thing is he's so good that he hasn't made
So
any
good. So
mistakes.
good.
He's kind of on the level. In the past, we've had a Jack Bauer. We've had
right?
Who else is in that kind of same realm? Oh,
Bourne. Ethan Hunt.
Jason Bourne. He's right there. He's like literally right there with those characters.
I feel like he's
wise.
just. Does he ever?
He's bad. He's not necessarily great with relationships, though.
You've watched it more recently and more of the episodes. Is he ever not like good under pressure? Is there ever a moment where he's like?
No, he's great under pressure at all times. However, I do think all three of these characters are.
Yeah.
So we're splitting apples
ways,
with here.
I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Like Jack is more. He's good under pressure because he just does. I feel like James.
Although here's the thing, they show the flashbacks of him, why he got out of the field in the first place, and he
that's like
the panic attacks and like. So there's some psychological trauma, but I think we all, as athletic trainers, probably have a little psychological trauma that we have to overcome.
I think you made a good point, though. He is that traditional AT that got out and then got back in, and kind of is like, why did that affect me so much when I'm really good at this? And it's like now I can make it easier. I can make my brain slow down. I don't know.
Okay, so
James Greer,
played by. Was it Wendell Pierce? From
Pierce.
The Wire, which you haven't seen The Wire, but he was one of the main characters in The Wire. Bunk. Bunk was his character name.
Bunk.
But James Greer, very similar roles. Like the actor played like the exact same character in The Wire as he is playing in like I think he's really sharp.
Yep.
Very perceptive, reads people well. He's like the one person that understands Jack Ryan.
Yep.
He's also Mike November actually gets Jack Ryan too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like James, he's A little more mentorish.
Yeah, so he came
Yeah.
in as the supervisor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be your new supervisor. You got to earn my respect.
And sometimes is the one that like he asks the right question to Jack
Mm-hmm.
in order for Jack to figure out the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I know what question to ask. I just don't know how to answer it. Jack, answer the question.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, probably sees the bigger picture a
Yes.
little bit more than Jack does, where Jack's just
In the moment.
in the moment, the see the forest through the trees kind of thing.
Mhm.
Jack's just fighting all the trees, and he'll just make his way through the forest, where
Just chopping wood.
James Greer is going to see the whole thing and kind of dissect it. It might take him a little bit longer.
I would agree with that.
Now he's got a little bit more of a health issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've reached that part.
Not that I remember.
He's got he ends up developing some like
Diabetes.
I won't ruin anything, but
Heart disease.
he's got to be careful. He's probably not long for the field. He might need to be an athletic trainer that
got a lot of cavities.
He's covering. He's kind of the AT that's been doing it a long time. He probably needs to be covering. No offense, the golfs, the tennis, the Hey, let's not have the high intensity sports anymore.
Okay, all right. Not necessarily running out on the field in a collision. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's Mike November, who I think might have the best sense of humor of the three.
Mm-hmm.
Super sarcastic, super witty. Played by Mike Kelly, who was also in House of Cards.
I know
really underrated
multiple Mike Kellys, by the way. Now that I know this guy, because now we're doing a fat about him, I think I know 4 Mike Kellys.
Damn.
That's wild.
I really do like his character here. He's kind of no nonsense. Well, he's always joking, but he's very few words. He's just very direct. Like,
also a CIA analyst, right? I mean,
he's like very stealthy.
operative.
Actually, he's privatized it. He's like kind of for hire.
Right.
He kind of is almost like his own. Like, hey, you need something done on the DL? I'm your guy. It's kind of what ATs are.
Which one?
He's really good in the field too. Like, he and Jack, like when they go out in the field together, they're like lethal. Where James is the weakest in the field.
Which one's best with like administration?
James Greer.
James, yeah,
for sure. He would be he's going to be the director of sports med, policy, procedures, EAPs, all that stuff.
Yeah, Jack's not like talking to the AD, right? You know.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming either is Mike or Mike November.
Yeah.
It can't be his real last name.
No.
It's just his call sign. Like,
like in the show, like
yeah.
I'm not going to let you know my real name. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they just call him. They call him Mr. November. It's almost like
that's Derek Jeter.
Yeah, Mr. November.
You shot Derek Jeter.
What's that?
You shot Derek Jeter.
What's John Wick? Is John Wick like a? That's not his real name, is it? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's his real name. I think. I mean, as far as you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to watch John Wick 4.
Yeah, I think
those
it'll be
are
good.
they're so fun. Like,
yeah, I think they got again. The more times you do something, the more extreme you feel like you have to get. I like when they keep things simple. I don't know.
I agree with that.
Which is kind of why I actually like Jack Ryan, because I feel like 1 through 4, that's kind of kept the same pace, the same tempo, the same. It's like not outrageous.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah.
So, anyways, I don't know. I think this is tough. It's hard to go against Jack Ryan. I do like Mike November. I think James Greer personally would make the best administrator, but in terms of sport coverage, he's probably for sure my third.
Okay, all right.
You got any thoughts? I mean, you've only seen the first 2.
I feel like November is going to be. He's going to be the AT that the athletes are going to a lot, right? With the sarcasm, you know, the one-liners, you know. You know how there's the AT that is funny, but the athletes are they AT because they're funny, but they also Becky was like this. I think didn't say much, had the one-liners, had the knew how to get an athlete or athletic training students to think differently, but
Scary as hell.
without saying much. But athletes liked being around her, and so did the athletic training students for the most
Once
part.
you got past the exterior, yeah.
Because they were like, I want to break down this wall. I want to figure out what's more there. Like, I think Mr. November could have a little aspect of that.
Sure.
Like, you don't give us much. So every day I'm going to come in, I'm going to ask you a different question and try to learn more about you.
For sure.
But it, by all means, is Jack Ryan.
Okay.
Let's face it, Jack is going on the fat bracket.
Yeah, Mike November might make it as a
maybe
a lower seed.
Maybe.
Okay. We've got a couple segments left here.
We do?
Friend or foe? Friend or foe, Kevin?
All right.
Knobs on the Theracane. Knobs.
All the knobs? Or just one of the knobs? Just the two of the knobs?
Oh, we had said...
Oh, I'll grab it. So people get on the live.
Yeah. Kevin's going to go get his Theracane. After the show last week, we were just hanging out, and we're like... I looked at him, and we're like, what is... So not the ones on the end. I guess I meant... Maybe I didn't pose this well on our social media. Specifically...
Almost everybody has seen one of these.
The Theracane.
Right?
So there's the hook.
We all know
this knob,
the hook knob.
This knob's great.
That's the money business.
We meant these little knobs.
These little guys, on the shaft. Anybody that has knobs on their shaft. I mean...
These two little
What do these do? Has anybody really, just used the little knobs?
Do we know what those are for?
I'm sure there's a manual somewhere.
And these are just for handles, I assume.
These are really great handles.
If you're listening to this in audio form.
I like chopping down a lot of my my hay with this thing.
We're talking about the little 1-inch knobs that are on the inside of the curved part of the Theracane.
Yeah.
Knobs on the shaft. You should get that checked out.
Exactly.
Thank you, Nate.
Well, that's why we're friend or following it.
So there's the hooked part. It has a knob on it. Obviously, that's the most useful. There's the two longer ones that you put your hands on. Those have knobs just so your hands don't slide off. We get that. And there are two really small little knobs on the inside, on the other side of the handles.
And it's there's two of them, right? And they don't line up on anything of your body, really. You can use one of them at a time, but then if you're going to use one knob at a time, why wouldn't you use the hook knob and you can apply more leverage?
Which is what I do. Yeah. So Nate said he's tried to use those knobs for the paraspinals, but they're a little too wide. We're agreeing.
Exactly.
So we're saying faux. I had originally just put the knobs on the Theracane because I was in a hurry, and it's overwhelmingly 81% saying friend. But we're specifically on the show debating these little ones. Maybe we should take a picture and I'll repost.
No, everybody should watch our YouTube.
Yeah, check out our YouTube.
Stop listening. Just watch the YouTube.
Just go to an hour into the show, and you'll know what we're talking about. Kevin's gonna massage himself for the rest of the program. So, next time you're looking at your Theracane, you're gonna know what we're talking about.
So true.
Do you use the Theracane a lot?
Only on myself.
You've never advised an athlete to use it, or
no, that's a lie. I've advised a lot of people because I'll get a lot of patients that come in and they'll be like, "Oh, I have one of these," and I'm like, "Cool, now I can teach you how to release or try to release some stuff." But predominantly, why it's in this arena that I call work is because I use it on myself, on my traps, my rotator cuff, my QLs.
Yeah, I for sure used it more on myself than I did on any athlete. Our friend Tim Prawl would come into the athletic training room, and he was an SID, sports, information person, writer. Tim would come in and use it all the time too. I know that was his favorite in the ATR. So, okay, Kev.
New Papa Tim.
We did the top 5. We did the friend or foe. Oh, we did. Ow. Okay, so we did that. We're good. We're going on to our feature.
Oh, I gotta hit a button.
Topic. Okay.
Oh, Kevin's gonna be so excited when he hears this.
Yeah, he left us tonight, but he reached out after the show last week, sometime in between last week and this weekend. He said, "Hey, I heard a question on social media, and I wanted to bring it to you guys." And we're taking it, we're twisting it a little bit. His specific question he asked us was, "Name a food that we thought we could potentially beat Joy Chestnut in a food eating competition." For me, the answer is
Cheese curds.
no. For me,
That might be real though.
that you think you could take down Joy Chestnut and cheese curds?
Okay, and this is why.
Okay.
If you have not had a lot of cheese curds, if you have 5, you're starting to be like, fried cheese does not sit well in my belly.
This man eats 70 hot dogs.
I know, but they're just hot dogs. They're not fried cheese. Mozzarella sticks. I'll crush them in mozzarella sticks.
You'll crush him. There's no chance. That's like the people who say, "Oh, I could if."
Oh, I could score 15 on LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just give me enough shots.
I saw.
No.
I
You don't
actually
understand
saw,
how good these people are.
I actually saw a meme
Nate,
on like.
Nate said, "I'm 99% sure that I could beat Joy Chestnut in nothing." The
Well,
food
what's
that
the
I would
1%?
the food that I would try would be Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that maybe he would cut the roof of his mouth or something. See, Kento says chips and salsa. I'm right there with you. Cool Ranch
Right.
Doritos, chips and salsa.
Sushi. How about that, Kento? Sushi. That's like he said he loves sushi.
He
I'm not
did say
being
that last
racist.
week, yeah. Candy cakes. I don't even know what a candy cake is. Tyler Blackburn, let me know what a candy cake is.
A candy cake.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's
Is that like a cookie?
maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, pull that up.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else. It looks like a
Like a Little Debbie?
no a peanut butter Girl Scout cookie.
Okay.
Like, can you see that?
Thin Mints.
You see it?
Oh, is it got puff in that? Is it got like a little cream?
Looks like it.
Made by Tasty Cake. Cake batter, peanut butter, and chocolate.
Oh,
Damn.
That sounds
If
good.
it was gluten free, I'd be
peanut butter
all about
patty.
that.
Peanut butter patty is what I was trying to say.
I love ice cream, but I'm fairly confident Joey Chestnut could destroy me in an ice cream eating contest.
I could destroy Joey Chestnut in eating. Man, chips and salsa was a good one. You say Doritos.
Yeah,
What can I not get? Guinness.
You're just drinking beers. You're out drinking Joey Chestnut. Challenge issued.
Love it.
Joey, we'd love to have you.
That'd be awesome.
I'd love to see you eat a bag. How many bags of Cool Ranch?
Yeah, bring it on. Oh,
Tyler's getting the tasty cakes or the candy cakes shipped from Jersey because he can't get them in Houston. So if you're traveling out that way, take him some.
yeah. Heck yeah.
So okay, so that was the original question, but then we're like we were just talking about the competitive eating challenges. Do you think they'd have an athletic trainer there? And then we're like, well, what would be the weirdest thing to have an AT coverage? You probably should have an AT coverage. Maybe they just have EMTs. But like, what's the rehab for Joy Chestnut or American Eater X, or I don't even know who still does it.
I mean, seriously though, like, what is other than just eating?
I remember being at the
Is there
airport.
anything
I remember being at the airport coming back on a trip with baseball, and I saw another team go through. And I just stopped the AT and I said, "Hey, I'm the AT here. Just wanted to chat." And I think I even passed out our business card. It was like one of my last years. And they covered a couple different sports, but one of the sports that they covered was biathlon. Like the school had.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the hell do you need to do as an athletic trainer?" And she's like, "Oh, it's all like heart rate variability stuff." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of a good idea. That's a good point."
For sure. And
Like,
I mean, it's
vestibular
Yep.
training. I was like, all right, well, let's get into some. So we decided what events would be the most unique in terms of an athletic training covering. And I just put it up on social media right before the game. What's the weirdest sporting event that you could think of that could potentially have an AT present? And we started with competitive eating challenges.
I mean, I do think like
Jesus Christ, I don't even know what this is. Tell here. I don't know what that is. This is great though.
Human.
Rob.
That's
it's like human Eiffel Tower.
Human Eiffel Tower. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's got to be.
Or
like just human pyramids. I don't know, something like that.
Hannah Clayton.
Ooh. Game of Thrones.
This is just sword fighting, jousting, any of that. Yeah. Medieval times. I've always said medieval times are like the most fascinating time period in history for me. I would love to study it and become an expert on it. David Piker said, I have heard horror stories of Quidditch tournaments.
Quidditch tournaments. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Basically field hockey, right? Kind of?
Yeah. Isn't Quidditch what they did in Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, yeah.
Caitlin Place has got a GIF here.
Yeah.
The axe throwing bar.
Ooh.
Axe throwing. That's legit, and it's bouncing right back at her head. This is pretty.
Oh.
We're going to need
Jesus.
that. Chess tournament. Mike Van Bruggen said cheese rolling.
Yeah.
And then Marco said
there's
spelling
the people
bee.
that like to, cheese roll. Like, then they start rolling down the hill.
Kyle Rutledge just brought up something. I got to stop. He's going to really.
Stop.
Sour Patch Kids. Could you beat Joey Chestnut and Sour Patch Kids? I think I would choke on one first. Kyle Rutledge said American Gladiators.
Have you? Oh,
there's a documentary.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
Can't
wait to watch it. I heard they got paid like $10 a day
to do the documentary. Yeah. I can find out.
No. Like the actual.
I can find out.
Why? How? You know somebody?
My cousin was one of the American Gladiators. my first cousin.
Of course.
Was one of the American Gladiators. He's in the documentary.
Oh, I can't wait now.
He was not in the first couple seasons, but he was like one of the gladiators towards the second half. I remember.
What was his name?
He was the Tower of Power.
Ooh.
Steve Henneberry.
I love it. Steve, the Tower of Power.
Yeah, so I can find out like what. I mean, I remember they did the tour, and we obviously went to see him, and he got his backstage passes, and
That's so cool.
I was like probably 9. My brother was 6, right? So we're backstage, and he I think it was right around my brother's birthday too, which is like the week after mine. So
so who cares about yours?
Yeah. So he comes up and he's got the Powerball.
Yeah.
The game Powerball.
Yeah.
Like it's basically like a soccer ball. But he had all the gladiators sign it.
Sure.
For my 6-year-old brother.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I got nothing. But I just remember on the ball.
Yeah.
It said Zap ... me please. Like Zap, the female gladiator, was like hitting on my 6-year-old. Like,
all right.
I don't think she really knew.
She's just signing.
She just signed it. Zap ... me please. And I was like, this is going to a 6-year-old kid. You might want to check yourself.
I hope he still got that ball.
I don't know if he does or not. I'd have to look.
That'd be prized possession for a lot of people.
Maybe that's what I'll start. I literally just started watching a new TV show today. I took the plunge.
Yeah.
I watched episode 1 of The Sopranos today.
Oh, good. Nice.
You've seen it all?
No. I want to watch it, though.
I watched episode 1, and I got halfway through episode 2, but now I might just, maybe I should watch the documentary first and then go back to it.
All right.
I'm not sure.
American Gladiators, you said?
Yeah. On Netflix. Spelling bees, cheese rolling. Yeah, so American Gladiators would be tough. Really tough. How about the Hobby Horse Championships? Have you seen this crap?
Hobby Horse Championships.
Is that the one where they ride the horse on the? I've not seen the. Oh, you know what I saw on ESPN?
Oh my goodness!
The tag championships. I think it was like tag.
Holy cow!
So it's almost like
freaking ads.
Yeah, ads on the YouTube over here. So that's a good one. A hobby horse, if I'm not correct, it's just the horse head on the stick, right?
Yep.
The air guitar championships, Kyle says.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So they got okay.
Okay, so it's horse
Yeah.
jumping and stuff, but it's just
There's got to be an
people.
AT for that.
It's I mean, this is Quidditch.
No.
I mean, they're riding around on broomsticks. I guess that's what they're doing.
Okay, that's true. There's just no ball involved. So Kyle, are you saying the show that I was describing was, so the tag? It's like obstacles everywhere, and they're like, it's like basically like parkour. Parkour meets a game of tag.
Yeah. Oh, how about what is it? Slam ball or like what's the yellow
Trampoline?
the yellow little trampoline thing, and like people have to like slam the ball to get
Oh.
it. It's I mean a really popular like backyard game now, but now that like it's become like a sport.
Pickleball? Oh, spike ball?
Spike ball.
Yeah.
That would be weird to be an
Spike
athletic
ball.
trainer for.
Yeah.
Or
I swear to God, I see so many pickleball injuries right now
Oh
in
my
my
God.
clinic.
it's at least a quarter of my patients.
Really?
Like, oh, so like, what's going on? Well, I started playing pickleball. I swear to God, quarter of my patients. But that's my population. That's a
Yeah.
large part of my population right now. 40 to like 60.
Yeah, that's basically like 50% of mine.
Yeah.
Tag championships would be pretty cool.
What about, have you seen this, like, maybe you're even the one that showed me. Yeah, you are. I think you are. It's like soccer on a beach, ping pong. Like, it's on a table
Oh yeah.
with a little net, and it's like you have to kick the ball.
It's
That would be
what do they call that in soccer? The like soccer, volleyball.
Yeah.
But this was like ping pong.
But it was actually like, it was like a curved ping pong table. The other, what was I just thinking of? Not ultimate frisbee. Disc golf. There was one more that I was like, what would be the life of an athletic trainer in this sport?
Well,
God, I got distracted.
you brought up
the horse thing really distracted.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's legitimately fun. Like,
Wow.
There should be an AT for that. There should be.
I mean,
there
they're
should
like
be.
jumping over hurdles.
It's literally just
with
track
a
athletes.
Horse between their legs.
It's a track athlete with wood between their legs.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just really quickly, because I know the show is running like an hour 20 here.
Yeah.
You brought up the esports before.
Yeah.
I mean, should we be covering esports?
Well, I mean, the guy made a very good case for, like, talking about overall health. I mean, a lot.
Thumbs.
Sure, like dexterity things for sure, but then like talk about like your posture, talking about like you're sitting at a chair for hours on end, and then you want to get up to just go walk your dog. But then even like sleep, a lot of these gamers are up all night.
What do you think the sponsorship on like energy drinks is for those?
Oh my God. I don't even like, they're probably drinking energy drinks that we don't even know about.
They're creating their own.
Oh my God. There's one there was an energy drink that got like banned somewhere that like
banned in the USA.
I don't know, because it was like too crazy. I forget what it's called, Prime Time or something like that.
Dion, there is.
Seriously,
Prime Time.
Prime Time. Maybe that's why it got banned because like Prime was
Elix
like
Skipper.
hell
Prime
no.
Time. Elix Skipper. That was a wrestler in the WCW.
Prime was like, listen, I didn't just almost lose my leg for nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't stealing my name. Anyway, any other sports that we need to talk about?
Kyle just threw out there, World's Strongest Man competition would be kind of fun.
It'd be kind of fun.
CrossFit Games coming up here, the championships in Wisconsin again. I think we're going to try and go again. I like just hanging out and seeing it, but that'd be kind of fun.
Already.
Yeah, August.
Man,
Yeah.
Christ. Every year I'm like, I really want to go to that. Probably not going to happen.
No, not this year.
No. And then it's probably not going to be in Madison anymore when I can go.
I know. You should just make it happen.
I should. Oh, thanks for a lovely podcast. Thanks for all of our listeners that came on live. Thanks for all your comments.
Good job, live streamers.
We appreciate it so much. We love it when you interact. It gives us more fuel to our fire. But Candid Athletic Training, candidathletictraining.com. Go over to the website. And then Healthy Roster. Go check out their 2.0 for all of your EMR needs. Some fantastic stuff. Smart Tools, thank you for everything. SmartToolsPlus.com, Candid 10, and then Athletic Trainer Insurance Plus. Go be a member. You'll get your code and your special link to save money on that insurance. Everybody have a great night.
See y'all next week.
Bye.